Hello guys, I saw a post about making this kind of system where output is one metal, one explosive, one stack of metal, one stack of explosive. And the goal of this system is pretty much always to fit your ammunition factory. So you want to have ammunition factory which will receive always one metal, one explo. So you can produce ammo which takes one metal, one explo. So it's gonna, if you don't get 1-to-1 ratio, then you're gonna at some point have a factory which will have full metal or full explosive. And the solution is, the most naive solution is very simple. You just make two expanders and two loaders. And it's gonna whoops, 1 second, this one, okay. So, and it's gonna work very good until if you have unlimited space, it's gonna work. As you can see, one metal, one explo, one metal, one explo, and it works great. But what will happen if we have limited space? And in a real case scenario, you're gonna have limited space because you want to have factory here. And after a very short while, you will get this kind of situation. There is no more space and only this expander can use loader. And this is the problem, number one. Number two problem is if one expander has no resources, you're gonna get, it's gonna still keep dropping. So we can change this problem to change problem how to get 1-to-1 to how to stop items dropping when this space is full. And second problem is how to stop dropping when one expander is empty. So I will show you my solution, simpler solution, okay, which is something like this. Okay, I will take explosive metal. So the idea is, the question is how to stop items dropping when we have this part full. And this is messed up because I had no resources. Okay, and now, as you can see, this pusher is something like signal. It's gonna, if it's blocked, it's gonna stop the sign from moving, and if this sign doesn't move, we don't drop items from here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be 100% accurate. It works pretty good, but I think there are situations where it can break. Maybe if there is less items. So 1 second, I will take some items away. Let's see if it's gonna work good. Now I run out of explosive, but you can see even then I got 2 explosive here. So something is off. Probably some delay. There should be some delay or something. Or you can make assumptions that you always have enough, items here. And also if as you can see, if we run out of resources, it's gonna be a problem. So if we have assumption that we always have resources here or here and here, in both expanders, then it's gonna work correctly. And the less assumptions you want to make, the more complicated solution you need to get. So here, this one will work for pretty much every single case. And as you can see, it takes a lot of space, it takes a lot of flux to make, but we will get always correct amount. And this part is similar to my shop tutorial. as you can see, here is a signal which will circulate through this and drop two items. And as you can see, we receive one explosive, one metal, one explosive, one metal, and so on. It's gonna be always full stack, as you can see here. It's similar to, again, my shop tutorial. And now, as you can see, here is a pusher and expando. If this expando is up, this pusher pulls this expando down, and this one pulls up. So if this pusher is blocked, expando blocks this pusher, which would pull signal. So if this part is full, this whole system will block. And you can see we received so far correct order. So let's use all the items by ejecting them. So we can see one metal, one explo, and so on. So this part will work very good. And let's see this part. This is the part where we check if there are both resources waiting. If one of the resources is missing, or both, then the system will block this expando. As you can see now, there are both resources missing, so there is no signal here. No, this puller doesn't work, so this expando goes up and blocks pulling signal. So we don't drop any more items at this point, because there is no items to drop. Even if I make one explosive here, you can see this net goes down, but still this net is blocking. So I would have to get metal, and now when this net does drop, we start circulating this panel. And when it's going around here, then this expander goes down and it doesn't block this signal. So this system is more complicated. Why? Because it works for every single situation. If you choose the more general solution you need, the more complicated it has to be, because it's not gonna break at any point, you know, and that's the thing. It's more complicated because of that, because we have to figure out how to work when, for example, we have situation like no metal, no explo, no space at the bottom, and also if stack is not full. It's not gonna take item if here is not, it cannot get full stack. So these are all cases which are solved. So if I have factory here, it's gonna get, you know, 1-to-1 ratio forever, and that's great. But you can see it's complicated, but it's also showcase. So probably you could make it simpler. For sure you can make it simpler. Use less loaders, less space, and maybe you can make assumption that you always have resources. So you always have full metal here, full explo here, and then you don't need this case, this check for this case, and you maybe only have to check if there is space, and then you have simpler solution, and maybe this one will work for you. And this is in general. If you want to make something automated with very strong assumptions, very many assumptions, then your system can be simple. If you don't have these assumptions, your system has to be, you know, very. You have to think about very many cases, and this system will break when there is no metal or explosive. But if you have, you know that you're gonna have full metal, full explosive, then you can make way simpler solution. But you would have to check, you know, these delays, because they can break maybe I don't know. It's not like I spent a lot of time on this system. So this is the idea how to get 1:1 ratio. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. See you.